Okay, we are rolling. So, what is your thyroid and what is its job? Well, this is my Mr. Man, and your thyroid is right here in your throat. And what is its job? I think we should say what isn't its job. It regulates your blood pressure, your body temperature, your breathing, your cholesterol level, your heart rate, your immune function, your muscle strength, your sexual hormones, your sleep pattern, and all your tissue development. It's in charge of all your energy. So I guess the question is, what isn't it in charge of? So when you have a bad thyroid, nothing runs properly. Now, our pituitary gland, our thyroid, and our guts, they all work together. And if this is off, then this is off, and then this is off. So it starts here with a healthy gut. If you keep your gut healthy, healing takes place, your sick thyroid gets better, and the messages come back better. So let's get our little black marker. So we start here. This is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. And all the connections together have to work. So I say, what causes thyroid disruption? T3s and T4s are how they measure how your thyroid is working, how fast it should work, if there's too many hormones, if the body process can speed up as a result of a condition such as a rapid heart rate. People with a bad thyroid have a diarrhea or a lot of weight loss. That's hypothyroidism. Again, what are the symptoms? Brain fog, dry skin, fatigue, hair loss, mood swings, and weight gain. And that occurs when you're not getting enough T3 and T4, your thyroid hormone, that it's not working properly. And then we have hyperthyroidism, which again is too much. So hypo is not enough, and hyper is too much T3 and T4 thyroid. And again, what happens? Anxiety, brain fog, bulging eyes, difficulty concentrating, heart palpitation, insomnia, tremors, and weight loss. And your last one is a goiter, which is a non-cancerous mass. I know a lot of older women my age, back in the day, they took it out. So they used to call it the thyroid smile. They would cut and go in and take the thyroid out. Again, what is this? What causes? If you have a cough or wheezing, if you choke a lot, hoarseness, tightness, and swelling in your neck. My sister had a goiter. Now, let's talk a few minutes about Hashimoto's and your thyroid. So, you have a sick gut, and your body's doing everything it can to heal it. So your thyroid's working extra, so the inside of your thyroid gets sick, and then this gets all foggy. That's thyroidism. Now Hashimoto's is when your guts are way out of control, you're having no connection between the two, and the thyroid is literally attacking itself on the outside. How do we take care of that? What do we eat that takes care of that? Well, guess what? It's not all about what we eat. They recommend, right off the top, a gluten-free diet. A gluten-free diet helps the gut, relays the messages to the thyroid, and starts to take care of this fogginess and the connection. So we say mind, body, and soul. We try to get the whole thing going together so it works together. So we know that our thyroid produces iodine. So when it's sick, we need a lot of foods that are rich in iodine. You know, kombucha, eggs, all wild catch seafood caught, oysters, shrimp, Brazilian nuts, which I love. Brazilian nuts, chia seeds, mushrooms, and, like it or not, red meat. So those are the top things of rich foods that for minerals. Loaded up on fresh vegetables, which the vegetable list is what we eat every day. So that's good. I mean, we've got bok choy, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, collard greens, kale. I mean, they're all our powerhouse foods that we eat anyways. And if you have trouble with fresh, then we cook them. Again, fermenting our foods, because once we get a healthy gut, then we have healing going on. Hashimoto's goes away. The clearness gets better. And the thyroid heals. And our little girl is happy. She's happy, 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 because everything is connecting. It's supposed to be a butterfly looking thing. I guess it doesn't. There. And like everything else, everything starts in the gut. Don't fall. Anybody have any questions so far? Our Yes You Can protocol is very thyroid happy. The things we're eating already help clean and support thyroid health. Now here comes the things that we not food. Exercise and moving around helps. Breathing and meditation and relaxing. Chill out. The less cortisol we have pushing out from our kidneys, the lower levels of our T3 and T4 hormones are. So when I tell you guys to breathe and relax and meditate and, just try not to let everything around you affect you is good for your thyroid. And sleep. If you're not sleeping, you're not healing. We know that. Reduce your toxin exposure. Detoxifying food within your diet. Again, what are we doing? We're adding lemons, we're adding blueberries, we're adding mushrooms, we're adding garlic, all these things, and onions that pull all the toxins out of our body. They would like a sauna. If you could get into a sauna once a month. I used to go to the Y years ago, and we would sit in it, after being in the pool. I haven't been in a sauna in a lot of years, but that helps sweat out the toxins. So, plastic. We freeze all our prep meals in plastic. I tell everyone to put it in glass when you put it in your microwave. Of course, if you're putting it in your toaster oven or something like that, you're taking it out of the plastic. My water's all in plastic. I have to rethink all of that. I drink 6 bottles of water a day in plastic containers. So I'm trying to work through that because, that's a lot of toxins. And I've never really thought about it before, but that's a lot. 6 bottles every day for the past 10 years. So I do have, glass containers, but my water comes in bottles. So I did look into cardboard, so expensive. And it's just water. I don't want to pay. So, like I said, I'm working on that, where I can get water, where I can drink. What, Tracy? Have a look.
What toxins are being released from my plastic?
Oh, yeah, I have that. Give me a minute. I can tell you exactly what it is.
And can't I buy stuff that... Is it all plastics?
It's all plastic. There is, now, I gotta find it. There is a, it's like a PDA or something that they say, but when I was researching it and looking it up, even that had this toxin in it in all plastics, because they're supposed to make this special plastic that doesn't have this toxin in it, but researchers show that's not true. Even that particular
But how is that toxin being released into my water that I'm putting in it?
As soon as your plastic gets warm. Now, I'm going to say my plastic never gets warm, but it comes in a truck. It sits in a warehouse. How do I know?
Yeah, but how warm?
Not boiled, just warm.
Right, but how warm?
I don't know that. I don't know that answer.
There has to be some temperature, like if it gets to a certain amount. But then again, why? I would think it'd have to be something because they would have to take that into effect.
You're right. You're absolutely correct.
They're literally killing us. Because I don't know any other way water comes.
Well, you're right.
Unless I buy a bottle, but I don't like sparkling water, so I'm not gonna buy glass water. There isn't regular spring water in glass.
You're absolutely correct. You can get the cardboard. You can get water in cardboard boxes, but they're really expensive. Let me ask.
Also,
go ahead.
There's also different filters that you can buy.
Wait a minute, Tracy. What?
What says cardboard's any better? The toxins and crap that's in that.
You're probably right. Sarah, what did you say?
Well, and they'd have to line the cardboard with something so that it wouldn't absorb the water. But there are water filters that you can get that purify the water. So you can use your tap water and it purifies the water and takes all the chlorine out, because that's what's really bad is chlorine. But yeah, they're expensive. So
I have one underneath my sink, and
I got the perfect answer for you.
What?
You need to move to Tok, Alaska, where the water is the best water in the world.
You're right.
And then you won't have that problem anymore. You won't have to buy water.
If it wasn't so cold, we would. Let's ask.
cold.
It is very cold. What is the toxin released by plastic bottles? Okay.
Yeah, because then the question comes into like, is the thickness of the plastic, because you know a water bottle is very thin compared to like a 5 gallon bottle, like in a water cooler.
No, I'm gonna spell it for you. Bisphenol. Bisphenol. It releases and it leaches into the plastic and into the water. But it kills your thyroid, this particular chemical. And the question was asked, there is, again, it's BPA, and that's a plastic that supposedly doesn't have this in it, but the research that I'm doing, they're saying no, that it still has some kind of that chemical in it. But yes, I do have a purifier on the outside of the house. I have a reverse osmosis underneath the sink, and I'm still having trouble with the water. So I'm going to take it to my water company and see if they can fix it so I can drink it. Because like I said, if I'm drinking 6 bottles of water a day, and I've been doing that for 10 years, you know, my thyroid's not bad yet, but in another 10 years, I could be in trouble. Yes, Sarah?
I'm raising my hand. So my husband's in here and he goes, depending on how old your house is, all your pipes are probably plastic too in your house.
They are. They're PVC pipe.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the newest thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, all my, yeah, because copper's gone. Jeez, oh man, see? You don't even think about that. You don't?
A man does.
No.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Food for thought. Yeah, because all our pipes are PVC. I've watched, they put that new bathroom in and they're all that way. That's a lot of thinking. That's a lot of thinking. Did you guys do your homework from last week to go back and your earliest memory?
I think my earliest memory was like 5. I remember getting my Miss Piggy doll.
Oh, okay. And you were 5?
I was 5.
Okay. That was a good memory.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sarah, how far back can you remember?
Well, I think, you know, when I really think about the earliest memory I can actually remember, and not just somebody telling me, is when we first moved to Rifle, and we lived up on the east side or west side, and I got chicken pox, and Heath and the neighbor boys were outside, and I was looking out the window, and they were going because I was stuck inside playing. And so that was, I was in kindergarten when we lived there, preschool and kindergarten. So that had to have been about 4 or 5.
Okay.
And they all got chicken pox like next week. Yeah.